Here he goes. Game on! It's all about the fine margins. Whoa, he's done it!
Wix Trade Pro sponsors coverage of the World Darts Championship.
And Michael pulled it back to 2-2. Michael hoping to do it again, but to complete the comeback this time. But it's Chizzy with a 180 to start. His 12th. Answered. Nines, Wayne, nines. These are.
And officially, let's get this party started! Snake Boys, Peter! I'm from the city with a stretch, yeah, that's St. Louis. Now I'm doing shows in Helsinki. I know what y'all thinking, you're thinking that you can outthink me, but you can't fake me.
Absolutely no chance that anyone here will be stopping the party at any time between now and 5 o'clock this afternoon. The crowd in fine voice already. Will give Peter Wright a few moments just to relax and take a breather. He's the fans' favourite, Wayne Mardle. The crowd love him, not just because of his on-stage entrances, but because of the quality of the darts he can produce up.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Vlijmen in the Netherlands, the winner of over 130 PDC titles, he is the world #1. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning and defending three-time champion of the world. It's time to meet the finalists. Would you please welcome the winner of the UK Open, the reigning two-time German darts master, Scotland's World Cup champion, and ladies and gentlemen, a two-time World Championship finalist. Let's get this party started! Snake Boy, Peter!
to rely on Noel Malik then missing darts at double in the last leg, but of course he didn't have to rely on that. But it seems certain again, or is it?
I say y'all having a good time out there. Don't stop the party. Que nobody la fiesta. Don't stop the party. I'm running through the world like a running back. Scarface world's my running back. 30,000 people in here know me. 80,000 people in London, Wembley. 90,000 people in Morocco, and I'm just getting warmed up. Papo. Catch me with red one in Stockholm, Beirut Cafe, getting my drink on. While all the pretty women hit the hookah. All of them sweet, azúcar. Dale disfruta. They can't, they won't, they never will. Stop the party. They can't, they won't, they never will. Stop the party. I say y'all having a good time out there. Que nobody la fiesta. Don't stop the party. Que nobody la fiesta. Don't stop the party. I'm from the city where they stretch, yeah, they slinky. And now I'm doing shows in Helsinki. I know what y'all thinking that you can outthink me, but you can't, frankly. I'm out for the Benjis, Frankies. Just cause you ain't me, don't hate me. As a matter of fact, you should thank me, even if you don't. You're welcome, Yankees. Zigga, 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 zow. Who got the keys to the world now? Yours truly. Blah, 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 blah. They can't, they won't, they never will. Stop the party. They can't, they won't, they never will. Stop the party. I say y'all having a good time.
Poisonous mushroom, deadly. When I play a dope melody, anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it, you better gain weight. You better hit bullseye, the kid don't play. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. Ice, ice. The bass kicked in and the Vegas are pumping. Quick to the point, no faking. Cooking MCs like a pound of bacon. Burning them, if you ain't quick and nimble. I go crazy when I hear a cymbal and a hi-hat with a souped up tempo. I'm on a roll, it's time to go solo. Rolling, hit my 5.0, put my rag top down so my hair can blow. The girl is on standby, waiting just to say hi. Did you stop? No, I just drove by, kept on pursuing to the next stop. I bust a left and I'm heading to the next block. The block was dead, yo, so I continue to A1A. Girls were hot, wearing less than bikinis. Rock men lovers, driving Lamborghinis. Jealous, cause I'm out getting mine. Shade with the gauge and vanilla with the 9. Ready for the chumps on the wall. The chumps acting ill because they're full of 8-ball. Gunshots ranged out like a bell. I grabbed my 9, all I heard was shells falling on the concrete real fast. Jumped in my car, slammed on the gas. Bumper to bumper, the avenue's packed. I'm trying to get away before the jack is jacked. Police on the scene, you know what I mean? They passed me up, confronted all the dope fiends. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. Ice, ice. Take heed, cause I'm a lyrical poet. Miami's on the scene, just in case you didn't know it. My town.
I will attack, and you don't want that.
He's going to get that in the match. It's going to be a double top to end the thriller. And Peter Wright does end the thriller.
Both players have just had sensational tournaments, but Wayne is quite ridiculous really when you look at just how similar the stats are. I mean, Michael Smith averaging 100.65 per tournament, Peter Wright 100.66, Michael Smith 59 180s, Peter Wright 55 180s. The scoring is so similar. Will it come down to the finishing?
Michael Smith, he's shown time and time again that when he goes deep in events, it's never because his scoring is always there. It's his double percentages, and it's those at crunch points. We know this. And what's quite funny about it being so simple, and even though my lead
Yes. This is a little more colourful.
nonetheless, in a saving device. It always comes down to timing, and why they're both in this position is that they were both still are both doing the right things at the right times. We know that Peter Wright is the man for the job, and he's done it time and time again. Michael Smith has never done it, but it doesn't mean that he can't do it this time. He believes now, I think. I really do think that he can kind of finally, a bit like Peter Wright when he beat Michael Engel, just put it into bed. And once it's done forever.
And the stats are so similar, but also their routes to making it to the final. It's really only the fourth round where Peter Wright beat by himself 4-1, so they're almost identical scores.
Yeah, they were not easy paths. Let's just sum it up as that. A very good job. Quality opponents on either side. Dangers galore, really, and dodged so superbly by each of them. I'll give the nod to Michael, I think, just a little bit. I mean, he took out the number one in the world and Johnny Clayton, whose worst average at 3 matches is 102. Crazy stuff.
As draws go, if Michael Smith is going to win this, he's going to have to beat 3 of the top 4 players in the world and Johnny Clayton. Now that's insane. That is insane. So if he does win this, he should go away and have a sleep for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Right, one thing I will say though, Peter Wright, do you remember back in July, way back in July, he said he was going to win the World Match Play and he was going to win the World Championship. It was 80-1 at that point.
Did he say that?
He did say that, so I'm told.
Is this another time when I didn't believe him? It's ridiculous. But he does this. He's a confident player, and he is. And wow, he's got one more win, and that 80-1 has been realised.
Right, the players, I'm told, are ready. So, who wins?
I'm going 7-5 Peter Wright. I think he wins probably 2 or 3 sets that are going to go five legs, and that's the important ones.
I'm going to go a little different. Michael Smith 5, Peter Wright 7.
Right, okay, at least we got an answer. That's all we can hope for, isn't it? Right, this is what it all comes down to then. Who will prevail here at the Palace?
It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, but where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again. Because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. Who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasm, great devotion, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on Sky Sports from the Alexander Palace, London. This is the final of the William Hill World Dance Championship. It's all brought to you by the Professional Dance Corporation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is without a doubt the hottest ticket in sport. And now, for our live audience and the millions of viewers joining us around the world, it's time to meet the finalists. Ladies and gentlemen, he's playing in his 11th World Championship. He's taking part in his second World Championship final. The winner of 14 PDC titles, the Shanghai Dance Master. And ladies and gentlemen, the former World Youth Champion. Time to let loose the bully boy, Michael! Taking part in his 13th World Championship and his third World Championship final. The reigning World Match Play Champion, the reigning Players Champion, the reigning World Cup Champion, the former UK Open, the European Champion and the Masters Champion. And ladies and gentlemen, he is the former champion of the world.
Of action, we have quite fittingly ended up with the two best players in the tournament. Michael Smith making a second final appearance here at the World Championship, looking to land a first ever major title. Can he land the biggest of the lot? He has had some tournament. He got past Ron Mullenkamp in his opener with the highest match average we've seen, 106.32, before getting past Willie O'Connor in the third round. He was in an incredibly tough section of the draw, came through a thriller with Johnny Clayton before getting past and dethroning the defending champ, Gerwyn Price. They were two absolute alley-pally epics. He then defied a vastly inferior head-to-head record to get past James Wade in last night's semi-final. But how about Peter Wright's tournament? Well, he eased past Ryan Meikle in his opener. He then came from 2-0 down to beat Damon Hesse 3-2. He turned on the style. A 4-1 win over Ryan Searle followed before two epics. One with star of the tournament, Callum Ridds, and then with Gary Anderson last night, where he averaged over 104. He won the big one here in 2020. He has won more titles than anyone else in 2021. We know he's got magical, mesmerising levels, and maybe he'll need them tonight. Who wins then? This is it, the final of the 2022 World Darts Championship. To talk you through the first half, it's Mark Webster and Stuart Pike.
It's the final of the People's Sport at the People's Palace, the crowning glory, the ultimate test of skill, courage and mental strength. One who would be king against one who's been crowned before. Let the games begin, let the drama unfold, let the best man win.
Incredible final in prospect here. Like Emma said, he is without doubt the best two players in the tournament contesting the final. The stats, the performances, all very similar. It's a tough final to split. Hopefully we have drama like we've had throughout the World Championships. And is it going to be the second world title for Peter Wright, or is Michael Smith finally going to realise the dream of becoming a major champion?
Well, this is the place to do it for Michael Smith. Lost that final to Michael van Gerwen in 2019, had darts to win 4 of the sets that he lost. Peter Wright, a year later, realised that he'd dream with that victory over
Michael Smith, who suffered a lot of heartache in finals, but I don't think we've seen a better version of the Michael Smith we've seen at this World Championship. But in Peter Wright, Peter Wright's an experienced campaigner, and he won't panic even on the big stage. But great opening from Bully Boy, just to settle any early nerves.
What a start from Smith. 180 in the opening leg of a World Championship final. Is this his time? Possible 11 darter.
Open leg to break. Tops. Chance. Got to take those chances. It's only the first leg of the final, but we know Peter Wright being pretty efficient on the outer ring.
What a chance that was, though. What an opportunity. 2 180s against the throw, and you lose the leg. Now that is cruel, but he had 2 darts at tops. He's got to put it out of his mind. Significant, nevertheless.
Well, it's clear that both players have settled. Yes, there's the big scores from Michael Smith, but the finishing of Peter Wright in that opening leg, and he was never panicked by the back-to-back 180s. And the Peter Wright led from the front against Gary Anderson last night. He kept him at arm's length throughout the semi-final. It was the performance of a very experienced player, and Peter Wright did the right things at the right time, but as has Michael Smith throughout this tournament. It's repeat myself, it's going to be an incredible final.
Already is. But those 2 missed doubles will hurt Smith. What a booster that would have been. 11 or 12 darts, a break of throw in the opener.
You say that though, Michael Smith is made of sterner stuff these days. Like I said, this is the best version we've seen of him. He came into his final actually against Michael van Gerwen a few years ago with a similar throwing average, tournament average, but it's the attitude of Michael Smith. I like it. I said at the Grand Slam, no chuntering away to himself. He's all business, and it's shown in his darts here. A real tough draw, but he's come through it. Deserves his place in tonight's final.
Now, Peter Wright has been just as good. He's been magnificent. He's going to put pressure on this. Smith here.
104.
Already a bit of pressure on Michael Smith's throw. You said Peter Wright's been good. He's been focused, Peter Wright, throughout the tournament. Smith now has a dart in leg 1 and 2.
65.
Peter Wright pinned the double with last dart to hold. Has a chance to lead 2-0 himself in this opening set.
This will hurt. It's a clinical Peter Wright.
20.
Right there. Peter Wright as if
Someone distracted by Michael Smith. Just a settler. Up for double one. Five darts, missed the doubles already for Bully Boy. And the longer that goes on, the more that it's going to bite at Michael Smith. Well, would you believe it? Smith missed 3. Wright missed 5. Smith get over the line again. So Wright smiling. It's just one of those legs. Just happens to be happening early in the final, but these legs do happen. Early nerves, but still not over the line. Well. 21 darts thrown a piece already in this second leg. Drama already at the World Championship final. Smith missed 7. Wright missed 7. And this is worrying for Michael Smith. That's a good guide. But this is astonishing. If you've ever seen the like in the opening set of a World Championship final. Both players are feeling it here. Without doubt the worst leg that both have played in the tournament, but look, it's irrelevant to whoever it goes to. And the crowd are getting involved now. And still we go on. 27 darts thrown now, and Peter Wright isn't happy with something over to the right. I spotted that one of the earlier throws. Michael Smith wins at 28 darts. Is that a record for a World Championship final? Well, Peter Wright.
Peter to throw first.
Wasn't just asking there, he was gesticulating as if maybe there was a draft coming across the stage. Well, you have to play on. I don't offer many guarantees in the commentary box, but I don't think we'll see another 28 dart leg tonight. Nerves out the system. One apiece in set 1.
Well,
of course, both these players, well, Peter Wright is already a member, an exclusive club in World Darts of just 10 members over the years.
122.
Dennis Priestley, Phil Taylor, John Part, Raymond Van Barneveld, Adrian Lewis, Gary Anderson, Michael Van Gerwen, Rod Cross, Peter Wright, Gerwin Price. Can Michael Smith add his name to the Darting Hall of Fame?
97.
He's as ready as he'll ever be, but he's got a task on his hands. Won both their meetings this year. They met in the match play where Peter Wright was dominant throughout and was without doubt miles the best player in the world match play. Michael Smith actually had a second here. This is double 11. This will be that's unlucky, but Peter Wright will already be feeling a bit better about himself. That last leg, they happen. You don't often see them in world finals, but they do happen.
134.
Boy applying a bit of pressure.
Oh,
The wasp was there. He was on the board as Smith was throwing. And that's a settler as well for Peter Wright after what happened in the last leg. With only 3 legs in, we've had a wasp, we've had anguish, we've had joy, we've had 180s, we've had misses, we've had a 28 dart leg. Not what we'd expect, but drama nevertheless. And Peter Wright, pleased how he tidied that leg up there. Almost took the 1-4-2 out, but it was the 11. They're the awkward finishes when you've been missing doubles, and there we see doing doubles percentages just really down to that one leg. They'll improve, that is for sure. Another chance here for Peter Wright. Michael Smith will be all too aware that a lot of these finals he started too slow. He was 4-0 down against Michael Van Gerwen. And 2019. He trailed 8-0 to Rob Cross. He was railroaded by Michael Van Gerwen in the Premier League final, but he's a better player now, and I think he's learned from the experiences. Peter Wright looking for his first 180. The first set against the throw. That's the time to do it. Michael Smith, of course, in his 6th major TV final. Is this the time? Is this the day? Is this the moment? Well, Peter Wright is being offered 6 darts at 161, and they go for goes down to treble 19. You do sometimes see the player switch the ball just to leave the single-double combination, but regardless of that scrappy leg, this has been pretty efficient from Peter Wright this opening set. We're going to have at least 1 dart for the set. It is only going to be 1. Peter Wright to take the lead in the World Championship final. Just goes outside the wire. Smith to send it to the deciding leg. It'll be Peter Wright's darts. Double 10. More doubles from Michael Smith. Just got to keep his head up here. 32. Well, Smith has had his chances to win this set. Peter Wright, the favourite now to take it. And he does. Michael Smith has waited a few opportunities. First set nerves. Well, we're going to find out. But Peter Wright gets it right when it matters. Yeah. Focus. He leads Michael Smith 1-0 in the World Championship final.
Delightfully struck.
Profile and you're in. That's great. Now you can watch live TV for an update.
Rip it off. Taking that time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette. And a message coming from my eyes says leave it alone. Don't wanna hear about it. Every single one's got a story to tell. Everyone knows about it. From the Queen of England to the hounds of hell. And if I catch it coming back my way, I'm gonna serve it to you. And that ain't what you want to hear, but that's what I'll do. And the feeling coming from my bones says find a home. Wichita, far from this opera forevermore. I'm gonna work the straw, make the sweat drip out of every pore. And I'm bleeding, and I'm bleeding, and I'm bleeding right before the Lord. All the words are gonna bleed from me, and I will think no more. And the stains coming from my blood tell me go back home.
Big fan in Smith, and that's the inspiration that he is taking to try and bring another bit of silverware back to the town. Now, can it be a nice 13 or 14 darter?
21.
This is the worry. This is the worry. Throughout the whole tournament, Michael Smith has been hitting those without a shadow of a doubt.
And this finish, Peter Wright knows he can pepper the same target. Still on, treble 18. It's unlucky, it's a well-thrown dart, but Michael Smith will return.
54. I believe it by 40.
A little bit of head shaking from Michael Smith, but that's better. Smith, the 16 dart hole.
Peter to throw first. Game.
Both players had similar semi-finals if you look at them. Peter Wright got out in front and controlled the game. Michael Smith, well, he got within one, didn't he? 5-1, and it looked like there's a rally from James Wade, but Michael Smith dealt with the situation. See Michael Smith with some acknowledgement. Hits that tops. Off and running in set 2.
140.
Yeah, before the final, Smith had played 34 sets. Wright had played 33, and you say the passage through has been pretty similar. Peter Wright wins. He stays second behind Gerwyn Price in the world rankings, but only by £15,000. Michael Smith's victory puts him up to third in the world. It's all about the Sid Waddell Trophy, the ultimate in the sport of darts.
They want that trophy. Peter Wright's taste of victory once again. Michael Smith, who we all expect to get that maiden TV title. What a way to get your first one. It would be on the biggest stage of them all, and he's got a chance of breaking here. Yes, Peter Wright's on a finish, but Michael Smith, another one of them. That's all he can do. Unless the 138 goes, Michael Smith's going to get 3 at tops for a 2-0 lead.
Just for his confidence, his belief to nail this with these 3. He has a problem. He's got a problem, Mark.
Well, his double's deserting him for the first time in the tournament, really, and Peter Wright generally doesn't need a second invitation. He takes it. Head shake from Peter Wright, but Peter Wright, an experienced campaigner, This is the time to pile pressure on Michael Smith. It's early in a final, but it's just not happening on the outer ring for Michael Smith.
Has to be a concern, because it's been his strength in his run to the final.
140.
With 3 darts in hand, he has been superb. But that was for a break. That was for 2-0.
Well,
scoring has been as good as it has been, and that's a 4th 180. But the chances he's had to win many legs so far, Mark.
Back comes Peter Wright. Peter Wright broke the record of Gary Anderson, which was 22 180s in a match against Gary Anderson last night. I wouldn't have thought Peter Wright would out 180 Gary Anderson, but he did in a real clinical performance.
Somehow, Michael Smith has to find a way to level this final in this set.
92. Peter require 148.
Michael Smith. 17 darts of doubles, but I honestly think just a nice clean leg he needs just to settle him. There's still nerves up there. Peter Wright is dealing with the situation better at the minute. And this would hurt. He's just double checking, but Peter, it's in. He's missed a 142 already. This 148 would really hurt. And there it is. Peter Wright strikes the first body blow of this final. He's broke in set 2. He's now throwing for a 2-0 lead, and early on, concerns for Michael Smith.
Well, the concern as well is that he should have been 2-0 up in the set before that, but that was wonderful. Wonderful darts from Peter Wright. At the moment, you have to say, one player
421.
has a bit more confidence and belief than the other.
Neither player settled, have they? Peter Wright's average, there we see 87, Michael Smith 90, but Peter Wright, it's about winning, and so far he's doing a job, and Michael Smith will be concerned. And if Peter Wright gets out in front, how hard it was for Gary Anderson to try and chase him down last night.
434.
This is a good response from Smith. Needs this leg to prolong the set.
The break back gives him the opportunity to throw for the set.
6.
It's a conundrum at the moment for Smith.
140.
But he's showing some resilience, isn't he? The 148 was a body blow, but the way that he has responded.
Yeah, won't panic yet, Michael Smith, and credit to me, a 9 darts throw, 106. Sensibly staying there as well.
80.
Just misses the double 13.
124.
Now this for the set. And the way that Peter Wright has been taking these out throughout the tournament. Still a chance. Well, you just know what he wants. Amazing. Peter Wright has taken out 148 and 124 to stamp his authority all over this World Championship final. Michael Smith has a few worries. Peter Wright has a bit of a smile. Brilliant darts. Wright leads 2-0. A bit of a smile. Brilliant darts. And the way that Peter Wright.
Watching out for the Spanish, no room. Oh!
here's where it gets chaotic. Who's going to time it right? Look at this, Phil Robertson with that contact coming.
Oh, Peter Burling must stay clear. It was an aggressive move by Robertson, the match race world champion. The line's going to go right. What a start from Ainsley at the bottom of the line. They've stuffed it. This could be over. Capsize coming.
Oh, and a capsize from Great Britain in the finale.
It's De Bruyne! Breakthrough! Oh, what a goal! Absolutely stunning.
UEFA Champions League.
This is what we live for. Choose unbeatable football. Choose the UEFA Champions League on SuperSport on DSTV.
This is the FA Cup, the like of which we have never seen before. It still retains a special place in the English calendar, and it will be a special day for whoever wins.
It's him again.
It's a stretch, and it's in!
Oh, genius! Absolute genius!
Stay connected to DSTV to watch the FA Cup. This broadcast is proudly brought to you by BetKing, Playground for Kings.
Welcome back to finals night. If you want something away from sport a little bit later this week, how about the Sky original, A Discovery of Witches? It returns for its third and final chapter. All episodes available this Friday on Sky Max for you. But here at the Darts, well, it is super snakebite at the moment because Peter Wright has taken out 1-4-8 and a 1-2-4 as well to seal the second set. That was the 1-4-8. And this is the 1-2-4 with a bull finish as well. Michael Smith, who had been really clinical on the outer ring so far this tournament, is down at 10% for these opening two sets. It is Peter Wright, the 2020 world champ, who leads at the moment with an 89.4 average, a couple of maximums. He's only at 26% on his doubles, but he did have those two big finishes, the 1-4-8 and the 1-2-4 in that set. All right, let's rejoin Mark Webster and Stuart Pike to talk you through the rest of it.
Well, the big problem for Michael Smith, double trouble. Hit 2 1-18s in the opening leg on the right throw, missed 2.
It's Peter to throw first.
In leg 4 of the opening set, missed 2 more. In leg 2 of set 2, again on the right throw, missed 3 more. And then he was sat on 32 as Wright took out 148. He had a dart and a double to make it 2 legs all, and Wright took out 124. Smith didn't get another opportunity. All the big moments
32
of the final, all of them have been won by Peter Wright.
Yeah, the key moments, the timing, like you said, Stu, those 2 finishes, big finishes hurt, but when you're waiting on a double, they hurt twice as much. Michael Smith, who came into this match with a 48% on doubles, only 10%, he knows where the problem lies, but he was 2 sets to 0 down to Johnny Clayton in a race to 4 in his 4th round match. He's got a lot more wriggle room here. I'm not saying he needs to win the next 2 sets, but if he goes in at the next break 4-0, you fear for Michael Smith. Important little mini session in this final.
But mentally, Mark, where is he? When the doubles have been flying in throughout the whole tournament, and then all of a sudden, in the big one, in the biggest one of all, it just ain't happening.
Yeah, well, I'm going on about this new attitude of Michael Smith, and I'm not going to say they aren't hurting a little bit, but he's just got to stay calm at the minute. It's early in the finals, but he might be thinking, here we go again, but just got to find something to clutch to. But Peter Wright knows he's not on his best, but he's doing enough, and he strikes first here. Peter Wright raced into a 3-0 lead against Gary Anderson last night, and it was enough to keep Anderson at arm's length, looking to do the same here.
140.
Well, after that, it's like carnival darts, wasn't it? Like throwing darts at a fun fair to win a cuddly toy in that second leg. After that, Peter Wright has been hitting all the doubles. Michael Smith hasn't.
140.
Back 140 to start the leg for Michael Smith. His average creeping up above 94 now, Michael. Scoring not the problem. The finishing, but again, the big shots from Peter Wright.
180.
Scoring fine. Finishing feeble. I think that's just an honest assessment of the way it's been for Michael Smith.
97.
Just needs some consistency.
It's better. 12 dart leg, but it won't be about the 2-turn 4 to the 180. He'll be pinned that tops in the second dart. Good leg from Bully Boy. Just needs to give Peter Wright something to think about. I know players always want to go up there and get out the blocks and play well, but Peter Wright will be equally as happy. He knows he's got levels and he still leads his final 2 sets to 0.
Lovely shot. Lovely shot for Michael Smith as well. But he's got to try and break the Peter Wright throw in this set to get him into the final. That opens the door. Quite wide. With a sticks 180.
Brilliant
Every
visit.
time Smith has hit a big score mark, Peter Wright's responded with a 180 or a 140.
Can't quite respond there, but he's still in touch, Peter Wright. But that was a brilliant visit from Michael Smith. He'll be all too wary that even a ton from Peter Wright to leave 1-2-3, the way he's been finishing. And Peter Wright off the hook there slightly.
Oh, and a bit. Peter Wright here is giving him every opportunity. Michael Smith has had chances on 3 occasions to break the Peter Wright throw.
That
will get him into the final. Sensational from Smith. A 167, and now he's throwing for the set. And that is the Michael Smith that we've been treated to throughout this World Championship.
Michael Smith is now in that final and sensibly just went back to his table, had a little settler because he can have that adrenaline rush. Starts the leg well. 3-ton plus finishes at key times in the match already.
140.
Well, the crowd trying to get Michael Smith going. It's working. That's 118s, 5, 6 and 7 in this set. But again, Wright just comes back at him. Right back at you, Michael.
124.
Record number 180 is in the World Championship, 71 of Gary Anderson. Well, Michael Smith is in within touching distance now. 5 more to equal, 6 more takes the record. But importantly, Michael Smith is getting himself back into the world final.
Likely to require 81.
12, maybe 12 darts to win the set. Double 13, right on the wire. But surely not. Surely not. It's a favourite though of the big stars, this, isn't it? 156.
Only one way to go, so there's no indecision, is there? And it's not got to go, and music to Michael Smith's ears, but he's got to finish the job and get within a set. Good set from Michael Smith. He's averaged 114. He's got to finish it off, and Michael Smith halves the deficit. That's a set against the darts, and Michael Smith is in this final. And a nod of acknowledgement from Peter Wright of how well Michael played in that third set, and we're back on throw.
Well, I'm doffing my imaginary cap to Michael Smith. He's 2 sets down and quite a lot not going for him. That was excellent, but yeah, he's still got to keep his focus, because Peter Wright here, after a poor visit from Smith.
Peter Wright last night raced into a 3-set lead and said Gary got within 1. Peter Wright restored the buffer. Gary Anderson didn't get a chance to get level until the 10th set. He had 1 dart and a double, so Peter Wright's proved he's a good front runner, but a much improved Michael Smith in that 3rd set.
Well, we talked about bottle, courage, and class. 4-1-18 in the last 4 legs. We have ourselves a World Championship final.
133, 145.
4-5. Good setup from Peter Wright. Could he see Michael Smith's 167 and raise it? 170.
170.
Already a 148 and a 124 for Wright.
That's sitting perfectly. I wouldn't be surprised.
140 bar.
Michael Smith just breathes. But he's got to take it. This is for a hold of throw. That's superb. Under pressure. That is very, very good.
Great leg from both, and these players have upped it. Michael Smith's average creeping up towards 99, 98 and a half. Peter Wright getting himself now towards 96. They're rising to the occasion, these two. They've been the best 2 players in the event, and they're now starting to show why.
21 darts missed at double by Michael Smith, still averaging 98. 18 missed by Peter Wright, still averaging 97. And Peter Wright here, well, twice he's missed double 12 for a 9-darter at this World Championship.
93.
You see the averages improved with the shenanigans of that second leg of the match. To get the averages up in the high 90s is some achievement in itself.
65.
Should be comfortable for Wright from here. Won't be a finish for Michael Smith. So 6. Number 9 for Bully Boy, but no finish.
Tops for Wright. Beauty from Peter Wright.
Michael Smith not hanging around. Good leg from Peter Wright. 3rd ton plus finish. It's really ignited this final in the last 10-15 minutes or so.
140.
Can Michael Smith find a way to level it?
24.
In finals, you need a little bit of luck. You need a bit of the rub of the green.
No sulking for Michael Smith, just picked it up, ready to go again on the next visit, but the next visit will be under a bit of pressure. Good cover shooting again from Peter Wright. Still not much emotion from both, is there, Stu? They're focused.
The bounce out piles the pressure on, but it's relentless on that red bit. It's relentless on that red bit. He's hit 180s in each one of the last 6 legs.
157.
Thrilling, isn't it now?
Some prospect. We expected it and we're getting it, and there's a little bit of anguish from Michael Smith. But still, 97 after 12 darts, but he will be under some pressure. Peter Wright. He's been good at forcing his way through, but he's been switching well. Error. Even staying in the in the 18 segment. Would have left at least a treble single for Paul.
148, massive moment. 124 to win a set. 117. But Smith will return, looking to go ahead once again in this World Championship final.
42 for Smith. Hitting those doubles first. That's clinical. Both players have upped it. Big couple of legs coming up. Break after this set, remember. Can Michael Smith complete the turnaround and level us up? Or will Peter Wright restore that two-set buffer? If he's going to, he's going to have to find a break.
And from St Helens.
Such as the standard being the sort of last couple of sets, 95 will be looked at as a slip, but can Peter Wright? Good kick-off, but Michael Smith will be okay. He's got the darts.
Of course, every time they take their darts out and walk back to their position at the back of the stage,
90.
They walk past the Sid Waddell Trophy, the World Championship Trophy. What it's all about. It's there throughout the match as a constant reminder.
42.
There's a great view of the trophy. Peter Wright looking to lift it for the second time. This man on your screen looking to lift it for the first time. What would be a first major win as well for Michael Smith.
Oh, he's in the money again. His timing throughout this World Championship has been impeccable, and look how close they are. Biggest leg.
I'm just confident you can play Peter Wright as he doesn't give players a leg off, does he? If you want to win that leg, you've got to earn it, and he'll still make Michael Smith be under some sort of pressure on his 76 without doubt.
But here it is, the pressure. Huge pressure. Oh, what a time! What a moment this is!
He's going to get one for 2 sets apiece.
56.
Well, the 180 That was for 2-all. But Peter Wright, when he really needed it, found a 180, and this could make all the difference. Smith will feel it should be 2-2, but Peter Wright has earned the right to throw for 3 sets to 1. Biggest start to the final.
Thank you.
Peter Wright, what an opportunity missed. Michael Smith to tie up this final. He goes to pull it there, Michael Smith still, no emotion, but this final is level. Smith trailed by 2 sets to 0. He's rattled off the next 2 sets all in a race to 7. Goes to pull it there, Michael. Peter Wright, what an opportunity missed. Michael Smith to tie up this final. He goes to pull it there, Michael Smith still, no emotion, but this final is level. Smith trailed by 2 sets to 0. He's rattled off the next 2 sets all in a race to 7.
You were born to do it. You were born to do it.
Mais c'est un rêve le Dakar. Ça fait 45 ans que j'ai envie de ça.
Let me do it. I just want to do this. You know, there's a goal, there's a dream. I want to do Dakar in the kingdom.
I hope this journey begins now and will last for a long time.
Je me suis trouvé bloqué dans le canyon qui est juste en bas là. Ah, je voulais sortir de là, mais j'aurais pas pensé qu'il y avait cet enfer là à monter là.
You want to run before you can walk, but you have to really remind yourself in rally racing that you need to walk.
Where's the main track anyway? Here, somewhere.
Il faut que j'aille au bout. Il faut que j'aille au bout.
In anything in life, everything has once a first time.
And in 300 meters, kept 293.
Well, I'm no different to the other 100 guys racing, you know. Everyone wants to finish it. The landscape, the terrain, you know, I've never seen anything like it.
Every stage makes me closer to make a dream come true.
Anybody who races the Dakar will be a changed person when it's over.
Discover the Dakar Rally, live on Supersport.
It's time to strike and score with Sporting.
In with a chance, which he takes. Aimed it at Lukaku. He's back. Smith Rowe took it. Beautifully finished.
Vote for your favorite Premier League moment of the week, and you could stand in line to win a new Samsung A22 smartphone weekly. Simply head to supersport.com for all the details on how to get in on the game. Proudly sponsored by Africa's #1 betting partner, SportyBet.com.
5 minutes. I'm going to nail this presentation. He was supposed to take them to the park. This is not happening. Think quick, think quick. Perfect. This will keep them busy. And upgrade. Upgrade your account with the My DSTV app. Simply download the app, log in, and choose the DSTV package you want. Just like that. Thank you, My DSTV.
It's almost time. Coming now, now. Yeah, done.
Coming now, now. MasterChef South Africa. Coming now, now.
Welcome back to finals night. Took a little while to get going, didn't it? But boy, has it sparked into life. It is poised so nicely at the moment. It is 2 sets apiece between Michael Smith and Peter Wright. And in the 4th set, what we've just seen, well, Smith missed a set dart at tops, only for Peter Wright to squander a couple of his own and double 16. Michael Smith returned to nail the double 10, and he is level.
Smith 2, Wright 2. Peter Wright
First leg is Peter to throw first.
has just changed his darts during the break, he was having a right old tinker. He's got about 2, 3, maybe even 4 sets on his drinks table. And do you know what, John? I think he's done the right thing.
Oh, wow. I can't even conceive of the thinking going on or what fine-tuning it is he's trying to achieve.
Well, he's often said he's looking for perfection. He was 4 darts into perfection.
But sometimes just thinking you've tweaked things right helps you perform better.
Yeah.
Just the belief that you have made a correct adjustment, you're more confident in the toss.
He was 2-0 down against Damon Hatter in the second round, changed his darts and reeled off the next 4 sets.
92.
Peter Wright. And 2 darts at a double to go 3-1 up in sets.
44.
Just full of darting drama, everything that we expected. 17 180s, 11-7 to Smith. 11-6 to Smith, sorry. But the darts at a double, John, even though the percentages don't read well, it's purely skewed by that second leg of the match, isn't it?
Well, yes, of course, that dragged everything down in terms of the average numbers and stuff. But, you know, it's a long, long match. And I think by the end of it, if it does go deep, that it'll have very little effect in the end.
Yep.
59. I'll give it 110.
For the lead. Doesn't mind double 15, so that's why he stayed there.
Peter required 25.
Well, can he take out the Devil's finish? As if you miss the ball, this is what it leaves. This is devilish. Who's in charge? He is.
Michael to throw first.
Well, it was a hell of an out.
62.
It's a settler, really, for Peter, that. After...
Yeah.
You know, well, you miss a few doubles to get a really good set score. You can start wandering on the outer ring. These 180s are open legs. Pretty good settling effect as well.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, the 180 answers are my favorites. I think that's a really strong thing to have happen in your favor, is to answer the 180, and especially the answer of the answer.
140.
Good thinking from Michael Smith. Feared a bit of single. Wow, what a leg of darts this is. Not going to get a shot, and he shakes his head. Disappointment. This for a 10-dart leg. And for a break of throw for 2-0 in this, the 5th set. 9.
Just on the inside as well. And that's where you're being careful on that particular dart, with another dart still in your hand.
Here's one for you, John. We know where it went. Do you think that he thought that went in when he let go of it?
he was certainly happy when it went in. Let's put it that way. There would have been some doubt, some measure of doubt in the back of his head there as it flew through the air.
You do throw some darts thinking, I'm not sure about that one. And you also throw somewhere like, that's got to go in. And they don't. It's also true.
I think you spoke for most dart players on this planet, Wayne, with that last comment.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a frustrating game.
And by those stats, it's not. But it is. Michael Smith has just hit his 72nd 180 in this event. That beats the record of 71 set by Gary Anderson. All the 180 records, individual ones, are being broken this year. stunning from Smith.
140.
It's the sort of thing where it makes you feel it's building to the legacy of the year, of what the year was all about.
Yeah.
And in a lot of ways, it's all about Michael Smith.
41.
But on the other hand, there's Peter Wright as well. Tops. 11 dart leg.
Michael throw first.
It's an 11 dart response, John, to the 11.
And to break as well.
Yeah.
You know, okay, you broke me here. Have some of it yourself.
That's it.
96.
As Rod Studd would say, how'd you like them apples?
Dueling 11s.
101.
Michael Smith earlier. Actually, it's 7 180s in 7 legs. That's another record. The previous record was 6 in 6. 60 bed is not the problem. They're averaging a ton in this match. Smith, 97 right. He's trying to hang on. We'll go for the bullseye at last start. Did the right thing. That's good counting.
They're just hitting too many scores, Wayne. We need one of those boards. What do they call it that don't have the treble ring? Let's make it more challenging.
Yeah, it's like a Yorkshire board.
Yorkshire board, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yes. Wouldn't be half as much fun.
104.
The setup shots are coming on the third throw, aren't they? Normally on the fourth throw, like darts 10, 11, 12. It's coming on darts 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the way it should be played, this game. Just few get to do it.
It's a bullseye for Bully Boy. He likes double six.
And he confirms that he likes double six.
No fear there. It's a good height for him. He likes double 10, likes double 15. Feels comfortable just over that side the way he throws.
Big leg for Peter Wright here. After letting that last set against throw get away from him for 3-1. And now he's under pressure to hold throw in a set he should win. Really big opportunity for Michael Smith. He knows it. You can't help but think about it.
Of course, and he did. He got just so eager. Michael just kind of saying to himself, you know, think about it, but not overthink. Get your mind right. He's only 31 years of age, Michael Smith.
140.
Could this be the night that is the catalyst for ample titles? No one knows yet. That was a good last start from Peter Wright. That will satisfy him.
50.
This feels important, doesn't it?
It's huge. And Peter feel like, okay, it shouldn't really be a big problem, but if I have a poor turn, I could be in serious trouble. He's gone the opposite way with an excellent turn.
140.
And even with a single at the end, 88 left. Michael needs something similar.
140.
Yeah, that'll work. 18, 140. Big moments coming up. 18 treble or double if he fancies being exotic. Bullseye.
63.
The dart missed for another set.
Wow, that was nowhere near treble 18, and some tightness there, pulling, whatever it is. It certainly wasn't relaxed. So much on this now for Peter Wright. He's struggled to get these sets won, and he gets this set won finally. Peter Wright responds to losing set 4 by just clinging on to set 5. He's not impressed. This isn't a celebration moment. This is a phew moment.
The ATP Cup. This is tennis that means the world. The ATP Cup is where the stars of the game unite as teams. The best of the best, battling it out for their country. The world's greatest players, the world's top countries, serving up the world's best tennis, all in 9 days from Sydney, Australia. So how does it work? 15 countries qualify based on the ranking of their #1 player, who will also choose their captain. Australia will receive a wildcard entry as the host country, bringing the field to 16.
Catch it coming back my way, I'm gonna serve it to you. you want to hear, but that's what I'll do. And the feeling coming from my bones says
Back to the original set that he started the match with.
Yeah, I think it's working. I have no observation on this. It makes no sense, so I can't analyze it.
No, I get. But that's analysing it. I like that. There is no answer sometimes.
He must have a feeling of some sort that he notices something going on in a couple of visits. He wants to eliminate what's happening that he thinks is wrong. He thinks it'll just fly better, and he makes the adjustment.
I think he's throwing the dart softer tonight than he was last night. I just do.
He may feel a touch weaker.
Possibly.
38.
He's still leading a world final here.
And on the first leg,
well, no fapping.
Peter to throw first.
His opponent was on 172. And that's why he split, because he had time.
Hey, Dave.
Well, they're flying okay at the moment.
Any darts he uses fly okay. That's his 8th.
81.
Although Michael Smith has the most 180s in the event, Peter Wright has the most 180s with the most configurations in the event.
I wonder how many configurations, John. It wouldn't be 180, would it?
Well, you'd have to have 180s first, wouldn't you? Yeah. He may have tried with 180 configurations.
Wow. Smith on 267, so a little bit of a breather. Well, not now, actually.
Well, here's a rules question for you, just as we're talking about switching darts and tweaking things. Do you have to use a uniform set at one given turn?
No, use what you like, as long as you throw 3 darts.
You could have 3 different length stems, for instance.
Yep. For a level set.
And for the second leg, Peter off. The leg is Michael to throw first. Game.
Well, let's hope he doesn't start trying that sort of routine, because then it would really get confusing. Couple of 14 dart legs. Open set 6. A fine standard.
Are you getting the feeling that this is all very tight, John? They're feeling tight. They're feeling under pressure.
Well, last 4 legs have gone with the throw. So yes, I think things are a little. When you're going with the throw more, sometimes it's because things are a little tighter.
Yeah,
a little harder to get that inroad into attacking.
Yeah, the fluency to not be able to break it just isn't there sometimes. They're playing well, but I don't think it's as easy as it has been. It's a world final. Of course it's not going to be. Every leg is a step nearer to the Holy Grail. And every time a player's on a 170 this year, you just think it's going to go. It's only happened 4 times, actually. O'Connor, RVB, Cross and Gary. What about this time? He's already come close in the match.
Yeah, normally he gets the 2 treble points. I'm a little disappointed with that effort.
36.
I'm sure he is too.
Yeah, he's way more disappointed than you, John.
Although it's Peter to throw first. Game.
It's just a constant barrage of brilliance, isn't it? This all started on the 15th of December last year as Smith cracks in his 73rd maximum of this event and his 14th of this match.
Well, how many times has he made the 9 appear next to his name without getting it? Oh, but he's got to really apply himself, I think.
Yeah, he's got to concentrate.
There was a time in Michael Smith's career where he would have probably been more worried about the 9 than the title, but now it's all about the title.
Yeah.
104.
He's a special player, all right, and we're seeing it again. But he trails Peter Wright, the 2020 world champ, 3-2. One of the toughest nuts to crack in world darts, Peter.
61.
Consummate professional.
76.
Well, it's okay because in a leg that he threw first to prolong the set, it's Smith who will come back for double 8 for a level game.
On going required 16.
Eyeing it. Gets it.
Number 6 set. Michael Smith.
3-3. On the statistics, there was nothing to choose between them before a dart was thrown. Now, there's still nothing. 3-3.
Identical finishing stats. 13 of 37 opportunities. Really, it's hard to imagine that they could be so equal.
Yes, it's improbable, surely.
Yes, has to be. Well, that was the first break of throw in 6 legs to get that set completed.
There's some fluency going on now. Peter trying to leave the 170 again.
39.
Well, the timing in those last 2 darts was off. There's a chance here.
56.
Not taken.
Good job with that last time.
Yeah, he's been very good at that.
Because he moved out to the left a little bit, just brought it back underneath that dart so nicely. You said about him working on this touch. Well, he's got the weight of the throw pretty well down at this point, Peter Wright, and he needs it down after that 180 from Smith left 50. Double 11.
102.
Costly, perhaps.
He took out 1-2-4 in the second set, didn't he? For a break. You can see he's just getting that little bit eager.
Yeah, it was a break opportunity. You would be eager.
Is that awkward or not? Wow, how close are they without going in?
About as close as the third one. The third one was a little higher.
Staggering. Don't want to get eager here. That was a break of strike. Michael Smith has taken the lead.
You have 4 darts at double missed by Peter in that leg to hold his throw. Really costly, especially since he was fortunate to get the next visit with the 3 darts at double 11 after Michael had missed 2 darts for tops.
There's 3 legs on the bounce for Smith as well. He's sustained the average around the ton, now 99.95. Wright just dropped a tad to 96.
140.
Set play, a completely different animal to normal match play. Big legs just come and go so quickly.
Well, the stamina, fatigue, whatever you want to call it, is affecting Peter. He's going to be hoping for second wind, if you will.
I mentioned this, you know, when I said that I think he's thrown that little bit weaker jump.
But you can get a second wind, if you will. A second, when you get a surge of adrenaline, when you've been lacking it for a while and your body's finally caught up to your needs.
Yeah, you just know that you have to find something. It's like when you're behind in a match and this loss aversion can kick in. You don't just relax thinking you've lost. You're so afraid of losing that you find a way not to sometimes. That's 4 legs on the bounce. Was 2-0 down in sets. Was 3-2 down in sets. Can he go 4-3 up in sets, Michael Smith?
A weak start to the leg by Wright, so Smith will attack, and he wants to win this leg and break through again and keep his run of legs going. And this would be a 5th straight leg and a second straight set.
There hasn't been a 3-0 set yet. Could well be one in the matter of a minute or so.
Yeah, and remarkably against the throw.
Yes.
So even more stunning, if you will, to Peter Wright.
Michael Smith in this set, averaging 104. Peter Wright, 84. You switch off for just a couple of legs and you find yourself knee deep in it. He's left that 170 again, but it's very likely that Smith goes 57. Double 18 for the set. That is the set. That is the lead. From 2-0 down. Michael Smith is keeping his cool. He's now 4-3 up in sets in the World Championship final. It's a race to 7.
In the
said, maybe something like that will
91.
invigorate him. But Smith is just not giving him a breather at the moment. He's won the last 5 legs, Michael.
96.
There's the 170 left yet again.
Michael, you require 170.
If he hits the 260s, he may not go for it. We'll never know.
60.
And only 60. So Peter at 177 without a finish. He's starting to feel a little more positive. He might get an opportunity. He wants to leave something he can do, though. And that
44.
is flat.
Michael, you require 110.
John said flat. Maybe he's lacking that little bit of energy. But there's not a spring in his step, John, that's for sure.
This is just the sort of an outshot. It would pump him up to get him.
Oh. Another.
92.
It was begging to be hit again, wasn't it? For a holder throw. Of course, it's just more important moments. What a marker. Slight pause. Moving over to use it.
32.
He's not a pauser, we know that.
Well, there was a big cheer on the first effort, and some thought that was in. So he just recomposed himself.
Second leg, Peter to throw.
When you are a rhythm player, John, and you do stop, you don't want to, do you? So you can just ruin your rhythm a tad. Whether he poured it or it was that, we don't know. All we know is that Michael Smith was 2 darts at a double to take that first leg. But Wright was on hand to punish.
60.
I wonder if Michael thought they were cheering the miss.
No.
No, I wouldn't have thought that either. But you just don't know, because these things have gone on. Not for Michael.
44.
Well, as sets go in a world final. Running leg and a bit in. That sorted it out. He was averaging 77 up to that point, with Wright on 82. When you have 180s at your disposal like Smith, you're never really out of a leg. And your opponent feels that as well. Wants to go back up, try to hit a 60 here or 20.
91.
It was a nice safe dart. Peter Wright has just switched darts. Mid-leg, switched darts. He's certainly looking for something. I'm not sure, John, if it's a different gram, because they're very, very similar, of course. We know the points are different. And he does just hold the point where that little bit of grip is.
171.
Lovely leave.
88.
Okay, it's double 9, but it's a double.
Bullseye!
63.
Yeah, I think he's got to the point in this leg, and the way he feels, John, it's just leaving something, isn't it?
You're just getting it done. So
yes.
now he has a choice. He can split it, but he may just go for it. Whatever he's feeling right at this moment.
Well, he crept one in a few sets ago. That didn't creep in. That is not a well-thrown dart, and he knows it. Oh, that's his. There was a ref change at the last break. George Noble has taken over. He's just looking over at the scoreboard there, Peter, making sure he's got everything in order.
47.
There is George Noble. He made a mistake, you know.
No.
Yeah, I think it was 1987.
Well, the mistake wasn't choosing refereeing for a profession, because he's done quite well at that.
Number 18 for Smith. Number 9 for someone that seemingly is a little bit out of sorts. He's found quite a lot, Peter Wright.
58.
He's just not looking as lively as he has through this event. But it's testament to how good he is. His B game is holding up.
Yeah, but what's going on with Smith?
Yeah.
Wright won the first two legs in 16 and 18 darts.
Yeah, he blew a couple of chances at doubles, didn't he, off the 52?
Yes, he did. Whether it's the scoring or the misses, he's kind of hit a bit of a poor patch here.
Yeah. Well, we just had a 3-0 set. He has to go for it. He has no choice. Bullseye.
61.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you think about it on a 1-3-6, but not a 1-16. Your opponent only needs one treble. Just one. Well, they didn't get it, so...
76. He requires
I don't
25.
understand that last dart too much myself, but... oh, there it is. Yeah, 40 left.
The 4-4.
9.
The set may not be over just yet.
Require 40.
More darting drama. Drama that Wright did not want.
Game on.
A 17 dart leg there. This is not the best darts of the match, but it kind of figures that the tension's ramped up here. We're getting near the end of the match. Not quite there. This is late mid-match right now. The way the scores are.
140.
And there we see it. It's all very tight. The first start goes in and he just relaxes and flows. The rhythm, the routine just takes over. It's all those years and hours of practice honing the skill.
100.
Doing it under pressure is the art, and he is. They both are. Look at this rhythm. Oh. I'm in awe.
127.
All that, and he may lose the set right here.
You just can't get that big finish magic happening.
This is massive.
One of the strengths of his game, really.
Gigantic moments coming up here. If he can get this bullseye,
56. Speedy
would then be thrown for a
72.
5-3 lead. This is the most pressure that Peter Wright has been under in this final. What way is he going? 60 for double? No, 36 for 36. Huge moments. This double 9 again. That is astonishing. That really is. He can hold it together when everyone around him is losing their mind. Peter Wright shakes his head. He'd have been shaking his head even more if that hadn't got him. Incredible game of darts. It's 4 sets all. Wow.
Delightfully struck. He's the goal poacher. That's what he does.
Come
alive to 52 games of the Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations 2021. Live and in HD on SuperSport, your world of champions. If you have DSTV here, you can also enjoy it here, or on any of up to 5 linked devices at no additional cost with the DSTV app. To get started, download the app from your app store, create a password, link.
Американская фирма Transceptor Technology приступила к производству компьютеров «Персональный спутник».
Radiac, winning the game. I'm the lyrical Jesse James.
Then levelled by Peter Wright. This is fascinating, John, isn't it?
Yeah, really. There couldn't really be any doubt with the road that we had, with the tournament that we had. The whole 3 weeks of this event, just so much magic. There couldn't be any doubt that we would have this final. This 4-4 now. Someone's 3 sets away from being the world champ, either Peter again or Michael for the first time. And the standard, well, it's been great. And they could even spike up a little bit from here to reach the line, I think.
Yeah, make a run for it.
I think they might have to.
Yeah.
That's the quality they're against in each other. Just doing enough isn't enough. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And the one who wins it will be the one that has been good enough often enough. All they have to do effectively is win in the same format as the first round here. Best of 5 sets.
57.
Both have been involved in battles. Wright against, especially against Rids and Anderson. Yes, he was 2-0 down to Heta. But Heta kind of couldn't cope with the last 4 sets of Peter.
98.
And as for Michael Smith, the Clayton game, the Price game, and the James Wade match, they were all difficult.
Yeah, the James Wade match looked like it was going to be fairly easy until James Wade decided to throw 105 and 108 in a couple of sets to reel back into range.
140. Video require 140.
Well, that was a bit late.
for a holder throw. 14 for 32.
He's on the first leg, Peter Wright. Second leg, Michael to throw first.
Well, not a huge high out, but it's a high out. I'm happy. Peter Wright's
97.
happy. Michael Smith's probably going to respond with something. It's always got to be tit for tat in this game of darts. Outdo your opponent.
55.
Well, that's two of those in the
83.
Three of those. Just releasing that little bit late. Because Michael Smith normally is silky smooth. When you release the dart just a tad late, the body wants to move and it just create a reaction.
57.
Wants to get that ultimate fluency back. That's what he normally does. Would it be safe to say that neither are happy right now, John?
Yeah, it would be.
100.
And Peter, maybe surprisingly, seemingly doing a lot more thinking maybe than Michael. And we were giving him credit for the experience and not putting himself off, and he is doing quite
54.
well.
Yeah.
Michael Liverpool 164.
Well, he lost the plot for a couple of throws against Gary Anderson last evening, but got it back.
140.
So I don't think that this little off leg is just going to last.
Michael
last of all
24.
12 darts for a hold. Surely.
And on the second leg, Michael Smith. The leg Peter to throw first.
It's the Smith family. Peter shaking his head. Oh, that's brilliant.
134.
There we see. Look at that extended arm.
And from that distance, seeing that shot, just how small that adjustment really is in the terms of the overall throw. What a great effort it is, and how difficult it is. They often make it look so easy when we're looking at the close-up. Okay, you move it from there to there, but they're that far away. It's a really finite adjustment.
Yes, darts is difficult. End of.
97.
Is he going to go for the bullseye? The answer is yes. Leaves 167. Won't even attempt it, I don't think.
60. 80 require 167.
There's not much value, to be fair to him.
Yes, left 90, so he might go for the bull. Yeah, sleeves tops.
127.
That was value there.
That was slightly in the middle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
90.
The 13 dart holder throw.
40.
Done.
He's on the third leg. Peter Wright. For black, Michael to throw first.
In the previous set, both players averaged 93, which was a drop-off for Smith.
99.
To some note. And in this set, he's averaging 86, so, and Wright 93. So both are struggling, but, John, Peter's getting the better of the poor exchanges.
And it seemed like Peter,
97.
and no surprise perhaps, it seemed like Peter wore down a little earlier in the match. He broke down a little earlier. He's coming back though, he's stabilized, and it's Michael's finally wearing down a bit. It's a long match, and you will do. But he will also bounce back.
Yeah, of course.
But in the meantime, Peter Wright would like to get this set one and get out ahead again.
Well, he may go bullseye here.
101.
That works.
When you want 268, you really shouldn't start on the 19s.
Michael, you require 167.
Stay there. 51 for 36.
97.
This is a good leg.
Yeah, all that fuss to try and leave a finish, and then he doesn't go for it.
I think he got so sidelined with what he was on. He didn't then see, he saw too late what Peter was on.
Yes.
70.
Well, it was just in case Peter hit a 180 before that. But yeah, double 10.
50.
Pushes the wire. He'll be back though. That's a good outside dart rather than in.
Yeah, it was, yeah. And we saw that mistimed dart again at tops from Smith. There's been a few of those recently.
Oh, 171. Michael, you require 20.
No drama.
Michael Smith.
4 sets all, 2 legs all.
Peter to throw first.
How big is this? Deary me.
Well, Peter could feel a little bit like maybe he shouldn't be in this position because his 2 holds of throw were in 15 and 14 darts in this set, whereas Michael's were 18 and 16. So breakable legs if Peter had just got a good leg together.
Starting 45 when your opponent's kicked off a ton will only give your opponent a bit of a fillip.
95.
Well, there's a little chance for Smith. This is currently his worst set of the match, Smith. Statistics-wise, if he can nick it, he couldn't care less.
And all part of the process of learning to win and be a champion. You have to win when you're throwing bad as well as good.
96. Peter,
B games
70.
need to win.
Yes, you don't just not win a set or match because you're not playing your best. Wow, it's finally going to come, is it? Oh, that was his worst effort at the bull when he's had a chance to pull. The other times were 25s, but
I think he was thinking to himself, why am I going for it? It was pointless.
He wants to entertain. Double 4. And as you pointed out, Wayne, yes, hands in the air here.
But no,
this could cost him.
It could cost him, John. It's only if he gets punished. 51. Double 13.
60.
Well, that was unusual.
8.
Wow, both had darts to win this set. Oh, this is ridiculously tense. The madhouse.
Oh, it is.
How will he handle this, John? How will he handle this?
It's been gift wrapped. You just have to open it. He does. And in his probably the worst set he's played, he's got ahead 5 sets to 4, and Peter muttering to himself, looking at his darts. He's got to look inward, I think.
First leg, Michael.
He's got to look inward. He had everything there, just had to get it done.
Yep. Peter Wright. Had darts to win that set. He's now at darts to win 2 sets he's lost. But that's what happens. It's the 5th legs of sets. But he forgets about that and starts with a maximum.
Maybe a bit of anger creeping in. Maybe a la Anderson. A bit of niggle.
55.
It was 2-1 down in that set. Michael Smith won the last 2 legs. The drama.
All he needs is 2 more sets. May stay there. Does stay there. That's number 21 for him.
Double 15. And he does like it. As he proves there. Peter made a pretty decent effort against throw, but Michael was just too good that leg.
Yes. 3 legs on the bounce for Michael Smith. The crowd singing his name now. And look at the way they're flowing now. 180 to lead 30, takes it out in 1, then starts 180. He has got Wright under the cosh.
Man, he's got Wright. He's 2-1 in the 180s department against Wright now. And in this tournament, it's been a bit of a battle in the 180 category, but Smith's winning that handily at this point.
Got to just keep it all under wraps, because this man will go nowhere. He's not going to buckle. He's not going to fold. He's not flaky.
100.
Smith averaging 99 to Wright's 94.
Michael, you're 142.
Yeah, those averages they're 5 apart, but they're just close enough for anything to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a big enough discrepancy, John, is there?
No, there really isn't.
This is for his 4th straight leg.
83. Michael, you require 40.
And to move within a leg of a 2-set lead. There is something assured about Michael Smith right now. Peter Wright knows that something's got to change, something's got to happen right now, because he is in trouble.
That's right. If Smith holds his throw, he's 1 set away from being a world champ.
Yeah, 1,503 points away if he can win this leg.
Or either of the next 2 even. Can Peter Wright reel back 3 straight legs to level a match? Certainly, it seems like by far his best hope. He needs to do it now, Wayne. You can't let Smith get 1 set away.
I agree with you.
Forget about it's Smith's throw and all that. Wright just has to find a way right now. Break this throw, hold his throw, and then he's got some pressure back on Smith.
And he just hit his 32nd 140. Incredible numbers. Peter Wright, he needs that or his 12th 180. Under pressure, are you kidding me? Oh, come on now.
Yeah, he needed every bit of that to leave 100 after 9 and to get that break opportunity.
44.
Not much there on offer from Smith, so Peter Wright's starting to feel like this is doable.
Tops.
Yeah, he sensibly didn't really go
60.
at it.
Safe tops.
It might not be all that safe if a couple of treble 20s pop in here.
If the first 60 goes in, he's in trouble.
50.
Well,
It's been a bit tatty, really, in the last few visits.
Don't want to give Smith a chance at 110, and he did not. Peter Wright did brilliantly there. And a leg he had to win to keep the set going.
Peter to throw first.
Finds ways, doesn't he?
Yeah, every leg in this set has been 14 or better.
150. 96.
This will be one of the better set averages between the two of them for quite a few sets. Things are heating up.
81.
Yeah, probably since about set 7, John, 7 or 8. Yeah, we can see there.
96.
Well, when it matters most, they get the most out of their game.
Yeah, it's going to happen. It's a massively long format. Another one.
And it's looking very much like we'll have a fifth leg here.
Yeah, he's putting Smith through the ringer in a set that he looked to be holding all the aces. Like we've said before in this World Championship, nothing is that simple. Nothing's regulation.
Well, just hit a simple ton to leave tops. There, that was simple.
That was regulation.
Now, for Michael, if Peter hits this, he knows he has the throw to move himself one set away. He can't put too much emphasis on it. He has to throw a nice relaxed first visit, hopefully get a ton 40 or at least a ton. Peter does. So he has a very good situation, but unfortunately, it's so good and he knows it, it's pressurizing.
Of course it is. It's to move within a set, being a world champion.
97.
This is what it's all about. Look at this. Look at the way this match has been set up. If Smith wins this leg, he's 6-4 up in sets in a race to 7. If Wright wins it, we have a level game.
Yeah, he might switch when he knocked that other dart. It looked a little loose.
97.
That was sensible. I don't like the 17s part of it, but
96.
What a save for Smith. That means a ton is really not enough for Peter.
He wants a 180. Oh, a very good third.
35th. 140 in this match.
50.
That is an error. Oh dear. We will not be happy about that. Is Peter going to jump all over it? This is absolutely fantastic. It really is.
Oh,
wow.
To leave 84. No Wright Smith out here yet. He's just going to react to that. But only a ton.
Just have to sit back and admire what Peter Wright can do under pressure.
Yeah, he was down 2-0 in this set.
He was in all sorts of bother, John.
He had to break twice.
I know.
And this is the second one at tops. What a rally from Peter Wright. From 2 legs down to 0. Somehow finds a way to reel off 3 legs with 2 of them being breaks of throw. Just about impossible task, but Peter gets it done and we're level at 5. How will Michael Smith react to that lost opportunity? Join us when we return.
To the top here, watching out for the Spanish, no room. Oh! And here's where it gets chaotic. Who's going to time it right? Look at this, Phil Robertson with that contact coming. Oh, Peter Burling must stay clear. It was an aggressive move by Robertson, the match race world champion. One, the line's going to go wide. What's a start from Ainsley at the bottom of the line. stuff there. This could be over. Capsize coming.
Oh, and a capsize from Great Britain in the finale.
The next three, just astonishing what Peter Wright can do when he's under pressure. And there we see it, 5 sets all in the world final. In a race to 7. Who will it be? Will it be Smith or will it be the 2020 world champion, Peter Wright? It's just so close to call, too close to call. John, you said sets and sets ago something's got to give. Well, nothing as yet.
Yeah, could have been a real breakout moment in the last set when Michael had a 2-0 advantage.
11-set first leg,
really could have had something going. He won the first 2 legs in that set, Wayne, in 13 and 14 darts. For Peter to answer with 14, 13, and 12 himself to get out of the biggest jam he's been in this World Championship.
140.
Well, there's been 22 World Championship finals before this one that were first to 7 format. Only 4 of them have gone all the way to 13 sets.
Let's hope this is another, eh?
This could be some special treat. The last time was 2015 with Gary Anderson and Phil Taylor.
85.
In fact, Phil was involved with all 4 of the ones that went to the 13th set. He won 2.
101.
No, he won 1. Lost 3.
Double 18. Tops now. I think that's 2, 3, maybe 4 times he's even done that in this event. Seems quite regular that Peter's on 96 after just 9 darts.
Yeah, Peter's body language is resumed service at its normal best.
Yeah.
His expression, the way his movements from the Aki, around the Aki, his focus. Smith had this sort of demeanor just about a set ago.
59.
Yeah, during set 7 and 8, Peter was just found wanting, but definitely lacked that bit of energy. Like John said, it seems normal service has been resumed. Just so difficult to beat, so difficult to
get rid of. Even with all the 180s and 140s that Smith is offering up, he's still in the lead, Wright. And he's continuing to put Smith under more and more pressure. Tops.
64.
That throw at the tops, it looked not quite smooth to me. Just a little bit of an overpush.
Rushed.
Just almost too much follow through. It's a rare thing for me to say. Tops! How precise was that dart, Wayne? Was it dead center of that double?
You can feel that. You can feel the amount of time that he just aims it. The precision, John. Yeah.
You can see the hole where he hit it there, right in the middle of that double top. It's
91.
Wow.
He hit a bullseye earlier, didn't he, Peter? That was in the epicenter.
140.
We're just talking about seeing the hole where the double 20 was hit. But look at the state of the treble 20. These two have absolutely battered it. There's barely any red left. It's just a chasm.
100.
He's now won the last 5 legs, John. Smith did it earlier in the match. But you do not want your opponent getting away from you when the finishing line is looming. Keeping hydrated, Smith. Helps the brain focus when it's under pressure. Of course it's another.
This could make the set averages here absolutely phenomenal if he takes this. Just under 120 perhaps if he takes it. No, he won't.
94.
Well, this has got to go.
124.
Bullseye. Wow.
99.
Missed tops in the previous leg. Now missed the bullseye. These tiny chances are going begging.
That effort at that double 18, the precision here. Phenomenal. 13 dart leg. To wrap up the set, to move one set away.
100.
It took 40 darts to win that set, Wayne.
It's his best set. Only took just over 5 minutes as well. In another 5 minutes, he could be collecting the Sid Waddell Trophy. Smith has got to regroup here.
140.
He's been in this position before, John. When he played Michael Van Gerwen in 2019, Smith, when he was a set away from defeat. It's a horrible position to be in for him, obviously.
Well, he was also, he needed to get a set to level with Gerwin Price in the quarterfinal. Under a lot of pressure, and he did.
140.
Well, he got away with that, let me tell you. Because if he hits 95 off that, it leaves 166.
Oh, look at this attack. Just the timing of it, the pace of it is excruciating if you're Michael Smith. Because even 81 left is such a dire threat. Because this is just a whole throw, a 1-2-6 effort. Desperate for 19. Sees another. And a bull. Again.
Yep.
Not smooth enough.
So darts to win the last 3 legs. From 2-0 down in the 10th set, Peter Wright has been faultless. Flawless. Bullseye! That is sensational. That's another leg. That's 6 legs on the bounce.
Second leg, Peter to throw.
7 legs on the bounce.
Well, he started set 12 or set 11 with a 12 dart leg, and now he started set 12 with a 12 dart leg. When you open sets with 12 dart legs, it's really tough for your opponent.
Peter Wright's best spell in this match has been happening, John, over the last, say, 10 minutes. What a time, John.
Yeah, the last 7 legs, his worst leg was 15 darts. His worst leg in 7 legs was 15 darts. He's had 3 12s, 2 13s, and a 14 as well.
57.
And Michael Smith is just keep ploughing on. He's not wilted. Another incredible leg of darts. Wants 116 after just 9.
Oh, he needed that sorely. He's just got to hope for opportunities. You got to at least be in a position somehow, and he did everything he could on that visit.
Double 18.
98.
Well, they missed a 12 dart leg.
It's just amazing under the pressure that these players are under, that they just keep doing it. Especially Wright from the position he was in.
Well, speaking of 13. I mean, and that was not an easy double, because Michael had just hit 180, 140 and left 64, and he would have had a chance to take the leg had Peter missed an awkward double 9.
Peter Wright needs one more leg. One more leg of 501 to become the world champ for the second time.
Michael Smith was up 5 sets to 4 and up 2 legs to 0.
97.
And he hasn't won a leg since.
Then the game changed.
140.
All Smith can do is just keep standing up there in treble 20s. But the last 2 and a bit sets
58.
from Wright have been impeccable. Smith just keeps battling away.
Yeah, I mean, I think Smith's looking like finally getting a leg back.
55.
And let's remember, Peter was 2-0 down in a set and turned things around, and Smith will be thinking the same. I can do it too.
It's only one break of throw, John.
130.
The amazing thing about when Wright did it was he needed 2 breaks to throw.
190.
He's got to go. Oh, wow. 35 now. Double 10.
Game shown the third leg.
The speed in which he can maneuver around the board.
He had to throw faster than he could think so that he wouldn't mess it up, if that makes any sense.
This is the leg. This is what the last 3 weeks have been about for Peter Wright. It's been this moment. You have the darts.
85.
And you're throwing to win the world title.
Look at that, 111 average in this set, almost 112. And look at the fight that Smith put up in the last couple of sets. I mean, he's lost a lot of legs in a row until that last one. But Smith's been there.
He's not wilted, is he?
No, he has not.
But Wright finishing, if he can, finish the tournament off in this manner from 5-4 down. Ridiculously good.
93. Penny record 132.
He could wrap it up here. Well, he wants to just hit a ton. Of course he does. Can he thread one through?
Can he thread one through, Wayne?
Oh,
come on.
96 came. One remains, and that is Peter Wright. Peter Wright is the champion of the world for the second time. Snakebite does it again. The 2020 world champion is now the 2022 world champion. He is emotional, and so he should be. But let's have a word for Michael Smith here. He has been sensational in this event. He's come up just shy. He loses to Peter Wright 7-5, but you see Peter there trying to hold it all in. He is an emotional man. Michael Smith will be thinking, okay, I've missed out again, but he cannot get down on himself. And there's Peter. We just saw his family embrace Michael Smith. Stands there. He has no one to console him as yet. It's been an event full of drama. It's been an event where we're thinking, is it ever going to finish? We could wrap it up. Is it going to finish prematurely because of the problems and troubles with COVID? Well, Peter Wright is the 2022 champion of the world, and let's spare a thought for him.
Spare a thought for Michael Smith, who has been absolutely brilliant throughout this tournament. But the moment is all about that man. The 8-time major winner becomes a 9-time major winner. The 2020 world champion becomes a 2-time champion of the world. We saw him win the World Match Play in 2021. He won the Players' Championship Finals as well. And he has come back here to win the big one yet again. 3 finals here on that big stage. 2 wins, and Peter Wright lifts the Sid Waddell Trophy for a second time and pockets the winners £500,000 in prize money as well. He was 5-4 down in that final. Some way of wrapping up the win. 7-5 is how it finished. And he joins a select group of players as well to have won the World Championship more than once. Phil Taylor, Michael van Gerwen, Gary Anderson, Adrian Lewis, John Part, and now Peter Wright's name makes up that list as well. Right, let's head out to the stage and join John McDonald.
How about that, folks? What an incredible final. And now it's time for our presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, our runner-up receiving his trophy and £200,000. And it goes to the bully boy, Michael Smith! And now to present the trophy, the Chief Executive of the Professional Dance Corporation, Matthew Porter. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for. Our winner, receiving £500,000, the incredible Sid Waddell Trophy. And ladies and gentlemen, for the second time in his career, we crown him the William Hill World Dance Champion, a 2-time champion of the world.
He's past Ryan Meikle in his opener. He fought back from 2 sets down to beat Damon Hector. He then saw off Ryan Searle between, well, 2 epics with Callum Ridge and Gary Anderson. And now he has got past Michael Smith as well to again land the biggie. He has just been absolutely standout. He has been magical at times, majestic at times, and now he has got his crown back. What a shot. Pictures of Peter Snakebite Wright lifting the Sid Waddell Trophy for a second time, and that is what it means to him. What What a performance. What a final we were treated to. What a tournament we've been treated to. Let's hear from the winner of the 2022 World Darts Championship now. Peter Wright is chatting to Michael Bridge.
Peter, two-time world champion. You said in July, I have a bet on me to win the match play, and I'm going to win the world championship. And you've done it. Tell us how you're feeling.
Yeah, obviously I'm over the moon. Yes, I've done it, and but yeah. Obviously, me and Mike. Obviously, me and Mike didn't perform how we can. I can't explain what went wrong for 90% of the match. I just kept swapping darts, trying to find something. The atmosphere in here was just affecting my darts so badly. It affected Michael's as well, but you know, it will be Michael's turn soon.
In the 10th set to bring it back to 5-5, that seemed quite key, didn't it, to you?
Yeah, you know, I was playing so bad, and well, we both were, to be honest, and it's just like we just had patches of 2 or 3 legs, and that was it. So
you change your darts a lot. You change your darts a lot. People criticise, but it works for you.
Yeah, but it was just the atmosphere in here. It's like it was really strange tonight, and my darts were going in everywhere. So, but lucky enough I won, and just to this amazing crowd is supporting, not just me, supporting Michael Smith as well. You know, hey.
I'll finish with a word with you in a minute, Peter. Michael, if you can come over. Michael, look, I know you're disappointed, but you've been phenomenal this tournament. You've beaten Gerwyn Price, Johnny Clayton, James Wade. Do you feel you're getting closer?
I got 5 sets instead of 3, so I must have done something terrible in the past life because it's doing my head in now, but I'll have a bad night tonight now, but I'll definitely be back on that board and I'll be getting ready for the next one.
How does this feel?
Thank you.
You've said all week you feel more level-headed, things don't get to you as much, you've matured as a player, and I think we've all seen that, haven't we, with the way you've played this week?
I think I have. I could have been 2-0 down. I was playing the best I could, but then every time we got to a 2-set thing, I kept fighting back. But in the end, that bullseye wouldn't go in. I had a couple of shots at 104 and stuff, but that's darts, I guess.
Well, Michael, you've been absolutely brilliant. We can't wait to see you this year in the PDC. Honestly, fantastic stuff. Peter, if we could just finish with you. You are the champion of the world, a second-time champion. You're a real family man. It was a difficult start to 2021, but you've had a brilliant last few months, haven't you?
Yeah. Like, obviously, it's been winning and playing championships and getting to the final Grand Slam and everything, and obviously topping off by winning this. But you know, I don't know. It's not about me. It's about the future of darts, and this man. He let me in today. You know, I shouldn't have had the first set. And, you know, you missed. Go practice your doubles, man. No, I don't mean it, but I just love him bits. And I feel so bad because I know as soon as he gets a major, he will just trounce everybody. And you will.
I'm sure everyone agrees with that. You two played a huge part. It must have been a phenomenal tournament. Thank you so much. Peter, you are a 2-time world champion. Go and get that trophy again.